Hey, what's up, everybody? Tough stretch, huh? Really tough stretch right now. And if I'm being honest, if I'm being brutally honest, I'm really pissed off, man. I'm pissed off because I want to be great. You know, this is what I have a real passion for. This is what I want to do, and I want to be the best at it. I know there's a lot of people out there that are bigger than me at this, but if I'm being honest as well, like I want to be the best. I want to be the best at this. I want to be the number one guy on this platform in this area, and that's what I want to do. And I'm working really hard to be that, and it's just it's not happening right now. I'm not making very good picks right now, and I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off because I want to be great, and I'm not doing that right now. So time to push through it and time to just, I mean, all I can try to do is crunch the numbers every single day. That's all I can do at the end of the day. It's just sports betting, but I do want to be great. I do want to be good at what I do, and recapping yesterday, I guess I get off my little rant there, but recapping yesterday, 1-4 total day yesterday. Our only correct pick was Andre Drummond. We know how the rest of it went. The rest of that game went. I mean, I don't know how you can predict the 76ers to get blown out by 30 to the Nets. I don't know how you can really predict that. They got absolutely blitzed by them yesterday, and it really blew everyone's lines to shreds. Just a horrible day yesterday. Can't really predict that kind of stuff. You can't predict the 76ers getting blown out by 30. You can't predict the Magic's coach not to play any of his starters for the entirety of the fourth quarter. It's just stuff you can't predict, man. So just got to push through it. On to the next day. Let's get it. All right, coming in hot, baby, with our lock of the day. Didn't hit for us yesterday was James Harden. First one we've missed in a while, but we'll just we'll move on to the next day, and let's get today's. Give me a Charlotte Hornet for the 7 p.m. game. Give me Terry Rozier, baby. Let's get it. All right, Terry Rozier has hit 7 of his last 10 games over 22 points. When it comes to scoring versus the Pelicans, it does come at a premium on the perimeter. Recent games versus the Pelicans, and this is with CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram. So tonight they'll be even worse defensively, I would assume, right? Desmond Bane, 22 points. John Morant, 24 points. Same game. They gave up 46 points to the two starting guards. De'Aaron Fox had 25. Devin Booker, 30. Luka, 49. And Jalen Brunson had 23 for a combined 72 points from the two starting guards that game. You have to think Terry Rozier is going to have a monster game tonight versus the Pelicans without CJ McCollum as well as without Brandon Ingram. The sportsbooks still have this game close. It's still only just a 2-point spread. So that's good that they anticipate this game to be close because that'll mean Terry will be on the floor longer for more chance for him to get buckets. Like I said, he's hit 7 of his last 10. There's no reason to think why Terry Rozier can't do it tonight versus the Pelicans. It's going to be my lock of the day for Terry Rozier over 21.5 points. Same game. There's another one I really like in this one, and it's Jonas Valanciunas. In games where Jonas has been the primary focal point of the offense, he's absolutely dominated. I mean, this last game where they didn't have Brandon Ingram and they had to run a 2-man game between him and CJ, he had 30 and 15. He's already an elite rebounder as it is, but when he has to be the primary guy, he assists or he passes it really well. He rebounds it fantastically, and he's a very good scorer at times when he wants to be. So I like Jonas Valanciunas over on his points and rebounds tonight versus the Charlotte Hornets. It's set at 34.5. I think in a perfect world he can easily get 20 and like a 25 and 10 or 20 and 15. I think that's very reachable for Jonas Valanciunas for his points and rebounds tonight. Another line I like tonight is Rudy Gobert over 13.5 rebounds tonight. Tonight they take on a feisty team with the Spurs. This game is one of the higher point total games on the books, as well as one that only has a 6-point spread. So it's a high total game with only a 6-point spread. Normally when there's a game with a high spread, with a high total and a low spread, you want to look see if there's any rebounders in that game, because that means there's going to be a lot of shots taken, which means there's going to be a lot of missed shots, as well as the game's going to be close. So I anticipate Rudy Gobert, who's the best rebounder in the NBA, to be able to get his rebounds tonight versus the San Antonio Spurs. When they've played some of the better rebounders in the league, Nikola Vucevic, he had 16 rebounds. Steven Adams had 14 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas had 12. Clint Capella had 11. And Jared Allen had 14. So when they play elite rebounders in the NBA, they struggle to kind of keep them off the glass. So even Adams, Vooch, and Jared Allen were able to get that 14 rebound mark. So I anticipate Rudy Gobert to definitely be able to do the same thing as well. As if this game stays close, definitely Rudy Gobert is probably going to gobble up the glass big time. Another line I'll throw at you guys is going to be a guy we're going to ride with his hot hand lately. And also their opponent has been playing fantastic of late. The Detroit Pistons versus the Boston Celtics today. We're going to go Jayson Tatum over on his 28.5 points. The Detroit Pistons, let's be honest, don't have anybody to guard Jayson Tatum. And also, I mean, the Detroit Pistons have been keeping it close. They have not been blown out in quite some time. They've been playing pretty fantastic basketball. Beat a team like the Hawks just the other day. They also were able to keep it close the last 2 times versus the Celtics, so I anticipate the same exact thing to happen here today. Tatum's also been on fire. I mean, he's just been slapping his line. Last couple of games for him, 37 points, 54 points, 44 points. And if a game stays close, he plays well into that 40-minute range. So love to see that from Jayson Tatum. He's been on absolute fire. No reason to think why he can't hit this 28.5 line, especially versus Detroit Pistons, who struggle. We really don't have anybody to guard him, whether they put Jeremy Grant or maybe even like Sadiq Bey on him. Those guys aren't going to be able to stop him. He's on fire right now, so I'm going to ride with it. Let's go Jayson Tatum over 28.5 points today. And the last one we're going to take here today, guys, is going to be Dejounte Murray. Over on his PRA, which is set at 39. So he would need 40 PRA today. A couple of matches. The one time he's played them this season, because they did play earlier this year. They've played twice this season, but one of the matchups he did not play. He had 16, 11, and 11. So impressive stats across the board. Also, keep in mind, these 2 games where they have played this season, Derek White in that game where he had 16, 11, and 11 took 15 shots and scored 22 points. So obviously Derek White is not in the lineup anymore. Obviously Dejounte Murray's numbers have been going, scoring-wise, have been going way up since the trade of Derek White. Also, in their most recent matchup where Dejounte didn't play, Derek White had 21 as well in that matchup. So obviously they've kind of give up a lot to the starting point guard for the San Antonio Spurs. So either between his PRA or his points, he's been crushing his point line lately. He normally wasn't really getting it up into that point range before the All-Star break, but man, ever since this trade, he's been really getting up in his points. So his 22.5 points might not even be a bad way to go. But Dejounte fills the stat sheet so much, man, it's hard to not go with PRA with Dejounte. But I like that matchup tonight versus the Jazz, so we'll go with Dejounte Murray over in his 39.5 PRA. All right, boys, perfect 3-slip, perfect 5-slip time. I honestly really did. I thought about only doing a perfect 3-slip today. I really did think about it. Just to catch a W, man, just to get some 3 solid picks down. And but I'll give you guys 3 and 5. There were a couple of lines that I really like, so we'll just go after it. Let's do a 3-pick. It'll be our perfect lock of the day, which will be Terry Rozier over his 21.5 points, Rudy Gobert over 13.5 rebounds, and we're going to go with Jayson Tatum's 28.5 points tonight versus the Pistons. We're going to do same slip here with our 5-slip. We'll go Terry Rozier, Rudy Gobert, Jayson Tatum. We're going to add Dejounte Murray's 39.5 PRA. It would not be a bad move to do his points either. If you want to go points, if you want to go PRA, I think both will hit. As well as Jonas Valanciunas' P and R, so his points and rebounds over 34.5. I think this is very attainable for Jonas Valanciunas. In games where he's had to be the focal point of the offense, he has absolutely flourished. So I love the chances tonight, especially versus the Charlotte Hornets, who have no presence inside. I think Jonas Valanciunas has a big night as well, so that'll round out our perfect 5-slip. Hey, that'll be today's video, guys. Let's get these W's, man. I really, really want this W really bad. I need it so bad. Tonight I am working though, so I'll be unactive really in Discord, and if you guys comment anything after like 5 Central Time, I'll be working tonight. Unfortunately, got to get back to working, so won't be able to keep up with the games. I'll have to see what happens afterwards, but let's hopefully these are great picks right here. The numbers say these are fantastic picks, so I'm just gonna go with what the numbers say, trust my gut, and win this money tonight. Let's get it. Peace.